Morning, all. Apparently, we're in the midst of a thunderstorm event going on. Not a surprise. We had a hot day yesterday. Today it's supposed to rain, so of course you're going to get a little bit of lightning and thunder as you make that transition. That being said, the Wild is the team that we're going with for today's jersey history, which isn't very long. And the jersey I'm wearing is, of course, the St. Patrick's Day one from the Reebok days. They've made small changes to the St. Patrick's Day jerseys over the years, but this one's one of my favorites. And when I was getting St. Patrick's Day, I thought, well, it'll work with Minnesota because it's already green, and the logo does work with green and white. Yeah. So let's get started. Now, when they started off, honestly, all we saw was this. That's the funny thing. That's where I want to start with this was when they announced the Minnesota Wild's team name and everything. All we saw was this. The logo didn't show up right away, and we saw a lot of items being given up for sale that just had that, and I was like, so what is a Wild? And that was the debate we were having, and then that logo came out, and we went, oh, all right, so that's what a Wild looks like. The logo is fantastic. It really is. It absolutely, to me, one of the best logos in sports. I know there are people who don't like it. I know there are people that really like it quite a bit. The interesting thing is that the outline on it is white here. The outline on it has been changed to cream color over the years, and or just cream colored in general, because on this one it is cream colored. So it's just a difference between the one jersey and the other. So again, you got the low V-neck here that was fashioned for some of the teams at the time. The gold stripe is fun. The overall design is nice. They're both vented underneath the venting underneath the armpits. It was always weird to me, but yeah. So their design was sharp and clean, and somehow, even though there's that whole red and green thing remind you of Christmas, it works with the Minnesota Wild. We can put this under jerseys that were popular enough as thirds that they became the regular jersey with this one. And the funny thing is, when this one came out, I wasn't a huge fan of it. I honestly wasn't a huge fan of it until I owned it. The felt here is nice, and the overall design is actually really sharp. I would love to see this return as a third at some point in some form. I don't know how likely that is for the Minnesota Wild, but it is a nice one. And again, this is their logo on most promotional materials. I mean, this technically in the middle is their logo, but with Minnesota Wild word mark around it, that's also, I've seen that be used as well. And then once they made that the regular one, they had another third jersey, which was this one. And again, I'm not a huge fan of word marks, but as word marks go, this one's not too bad. Now, where I got them, well, the first two I showed you guys, I got those from eBay users, just searching eBay and looking for a deal on that. This one I got from, it's a Parise, so I got this one from Full Moon Jerseys because the felt on the first one I had started getting really bad, pilling up, and I had a really bad snag in it as well, so I had to replace it. This one I also got from Full Moon Jerseys because it's Nita Rider on the back. So, it's a nice jersey. I like it, and of course this one, because it's a current player. I actually went in and bidded on it because the regular price is going to be higher on Full Moon jerseys if the player's still with the team than if they've been traded or moved. But yeah, this one was tough to find. This one, outside of that Full Moon jerseys listing, this one is one of the tougher ones to find. But Minnesota doesn't have a ton of jerseys. 2016 Stadium Series, when they went with the Stadium Series, again, they went, all right, well, this still works. So State of Hockey gets added to the shoulder. This is a suitor. Again, I've mentioned in the recent ones how the oversized numbers and lettering, I don't know that it makes a difference when you're in attendance or not. They are huge, though. I don't think words can describe. I mean, right next to my head, they're huge. Minnesota Wild, they knew they had a winning combination between the logo and the colors, so why mess with it? So this to me was a winner. I got this one from Retro to Heritage on eBay. Retro to Heritage hasn't had anything new when it comes to NHL jerseys in a while, though. And a lot of the ones like the old Winter Classics and everything, the selection is just pretty near gone. So I don't know how much I'd recommend them right now if you're trying to build a collection, but there are a number of jerseys that I have that I got through them for a decent price. So when we went to Adidas, Minnesota didn't change a whole lot. Now, they do have the logo on the sleeve or the logo on the front. So again, I've seen this used as the logo for when you're seeing team sites and team information, whatever. And I've seen this used as well. So I guess they both qualify. But yeah, it says in the neck here, Minnesota, and generally just a really nice jersey. It's pretty sharp. And of course, their current green one. Some people liked, some people didn't. Some people looked at the white stripe and they went, "Oh, that's a copy of Montreal." To which a bunch of other old franchises could say, "Well, yeah, but it's a copy of other things too." They got the neckline right, I think, which is green all the way around, and then the red here, and the cream-colored stripe here. I do really appreciate the consistency with Minnesota, that they haven't gone through any kind of rebranding. They seem to get it right immediately. And so while jerseys have had small changes, like this one's got the M on the sleeve, the same M that's on the word mark jersey I showed you guys they had for the third. And of course this with the Minnesota Wild on there. They've kept it simple, and they've done a good job. They've got just the one stripe on the bottom of this one. The white one has more stripes than that on the bottom of it. You've got the two green stripes at the bottom of this one. But again, simple, clean, and a very classic looking jersey. Minnesota never should have lost their team. When the North Stars moved, it wasn't that the North Stars weren't being supported. It was that ownership was bad. So I was really glad when Minnesota got a team to replace the one that had left, and that it didn't take that long. And they did a pretty good job with coming up with a design for their jerseys. So there you go, jersey history, Minnesota, nice and quick, not that hard. And again, I'm using the NHLuniforms.com site just to make sure I'm keeping everything in order and providing you guys with as accurate information as possible. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. And hey, thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.